What's up, everybody? This is the poker coaching study session. Today, we're gonna be looking at the 150 Thursday throwdown that Gavin played. I think it was a few days ago, June 6th. So let's see how he did it. Okay,
Oh, you late reds too?
so was this a satellite you got or what's the deal here?
Knowing him, no, he just bought it.
Welcome, welcome. He was awake. So,
I'm returned.
did you late register one? Did you get a sati?
No, okay, no. Alright, so a little background here is earlier in the day, I had final tabled a $30 tournament and scored for like 700 or so.
Yeah.
And I was trying to meet some rake back requirements, so I wasn't gonna, I couldn't do a full day of volume here. So I consolidated all my volume into this tournament, essentially. So I late regged, just my money.
Okay. Alright. Guess it's gonna be a check. What's your approach here?
Out of position, late position, I do a lot of checking, generally. Um. When we hit the 4 though, I'm
Check.
obviously gonna start betting, I think.
You check again.
Do I check again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now on the river. Are you gonna check again?
Overbet.
I might go kinda
Uh,
big.
10
I might do something
10
silly
bigs.
like Nick's talking about, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, look, Nick knows me too well.
It's actually the exact spot I was talking about literally studying. I go check, and then we blast it. There's kind of change.
Mhm.
okay, so here you check back second pair.
Yeah, I typically draw the line with my best second pair, so ace jack, I'll keep betting here. I would mix this though, because I have the heart.
Inspiration.
Your mic's not very good today, Nick. I heard something about raising.
Yeah. So. There's a lot of like, it's a range bet basically against a big blind, I think.
Oh, range bet, that's what he said. There you go.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh,
But-
it is just a range bet versus the big blind.
Yeah. So. Turn, it doesn't get improved. So. Guess you check again.
Probably.
Now you decide to bet. Okay, interesting. Bet call. And now,
Poker's easy when you just end up in this situation.
okay,
I
so.
feel like you kinda wanna check turn once you checked flop, but I don't know.
Maybe.
I
Can't
guess
be
you
too
wanna
bad this
spot
time,
it here.
I don't think you wanna go too big, just cuz it's doesn't have that much, to hold on to.
Well, the thing is, if you go
Yeah,
to
just low
call,
B60.
then he raises you, then you have to call. Whereas if you pot it and then he raises you. It's a little bit easier to get away from. So
Yeah, I think half
he
pot
needs
B60.
15 or 20.
Why are you worrying about this rare situation where you get raised? Why not just think about what he can call you with?
If he raises, I'm honestly probably like, depending on what he does, I'm probably just out of there.
I just think, yeah, it's a good spot to be polar.
Okay,
Make a big 10 big blind bet, something like that. See, sometimes you might call with that, but.
Amazing.
Alright, a little lead. I don't think you can lead with deuce. Maybe you can, but I think you wanna lead with 8 and 6 and 3.
Yeah, maybe. In my mind, it's just a really good texture for me. Um,
Kinda makes sense, right?
It's three-way, Louis. Or is that
yeah,
guy not there?
Oh
no,
no,
no, it is three-way.
okay.
What on earth?
Yeah, I don't know. It is a really good texture for you. So maybe it's okay to, like, what else are you gonna do with deuces? Hope it checks through and you get a deuce? I don't know. Can't be
Yeah, that's
that
kinda
bad
where,
to take a
well, that's
stab,
kinda
right?
where I was at. Honestly, I was just at a point where I'm thinking, okay, I either just completely give up or we give it a shot. So I think 2.2 on a texture like that, you probably do get a lot of folds.
Too bad. Or call.
I probably played call when I'm covered by 2x or whatever in a PKO.
Never three bet.
Really?
Okay, so we're on the button and I
One table
cover.
syndrome.
And I cover the big blind. Need I say more?
Why not bet flop?
Second pair. And
Yeah,
this is
but
a,
it's,
it's gonna be a dynamic texture, or it's gonna be a polar texture. So if I bet this flop in my mind, it needs to be large, which is gonna start sliding out some of like our weak second pairs. And then like when he hits the call button, if I bet large, it's just not great. It's gonna be
eh,
tough.
yeah, maybe. I think it's high enough in range.
Maybe.
We can look. I'll just bet three and then, cause like,
Well, like
not, no
five,
turn
six,
is really good for you.
5, 6, and 5, 4 are gonna be better bets than this, though.
Yeah, bet them all. Well, would I bet them all?
Did we raise pre-flop 9-5 offsuit?
Yes.
But
Also,
today,
like 4 hands ago, is king
Look
we
at the
folded.
suited branch.
after that, you're gonna lose your mind if you see all of this. Maybe
It's
What was the ace king hand? We zoomed through it. I
Yeah,
didn't see it.
yeah, I want to replay it.
it's
because
for mature audiences only.
because Galen's pretty strong with offsuit nines. You know, 9 deuce off, 9 5 off.
Can you take a look at the flop, Lou?
We wanna see.
Yeah. How do we play our 5x block?
With 2 key cards for the big line here,
More.
stack depth, I think. I'm gonna check it out.
Alright, he can lead a ton, but he didn't lead.
Right?
Which 5x do we bet the most? None of
So
them.
Just ace
it is
high.
big.
Only ace five. Wow.
Right,
Okay.
right. So your best second pair, typical heuristic, kinda like I was talking about with the other hand, even though I misapplied it. But, you just wanna be really big here, I think. So that's why I would play check back.
So you always do that, your best second pair.
Yes.
Okay, nice. I don't
On
find that
check,
enough. I'll try to do
Well,
that.
it depends on the board a little, but
it does, it does. So like on
Hmm.
on more polar textures or like non-range bet textures, I would say.
I
Oh,
wonder if it were
Even on range bet
75
textures.
deuce.
Even on range bet textures.
Can you
Actually,
make the three a deuce and see if our fives wake up at all?
no.
Okay. Am I
Uh,
tripping? I'm tripping.
it's the
Alright,
same.
it's the same. Thank you.
Stop disturbing the class then.
Alright, I gotta check more here with a five in my hand.
You raise, of course you're gonna raise. We see.
Yeah,
course.
how big
All
though?
in?
That's a question. It's either
No,
all in or 13.
Here, you might as well be the biggest scammer ever. Oh, he does it.
It's a bounty, right? You might as well.
Deep in the night,
Yeah, I think it's good. Yeah.
testing the window. Oh my god, are we gonna win?
It's mystery bounty or like normal bounty?
It's
Normal.
Normal bounty.
Oh my god, what kind of call did you find? You picked the right customer, man. This guy is, he likes to call a lot.
There's some implied value here also. I have just bought premium real estate in this entire table's mind
Right,
by showing off this, this crime.
wow. I see you're,
So then, could you rewind back like this king? If it's like normal knockout, it's even worse to fold this king.
What do we do with ace king? What are we saying? I don't remember.
Can you
Yeah,
go
like
back three hands or something?
no,
maybe more. One.
1, 2, 3, one more.
It was,
Four.
yeah, here. So why, if it's normal
What
bounty,
happened?
why are we folding
Open.
here?
what are you talking about here, Arturas?
What did
Yeah.
I do?
Are you not jamming here, Arturas? What's wrong?
I'm
with
jamming and we folded, no?
Did I fold?
you?
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
Yeah,
Oh
okay.
my god, Arturus.
you were having me question my,
You
my
gotta
sanity
make
for a
one.
second. I was gonna just say I like timed out.
Stop disturbing,
Okay, sorry.
alright? Look at this, Arturas. When was the last time you raised 5-9 off? On the button?
Never,
Well,
not
this
once.
is why you don't win $5,000.
Oh,
Look at this. You think Alan is like out there like playing it fair and square? He's like 5-9, man. All in. Then the other guy like, whew. I have a 5. Putting the 150 in. Then we get out our first. Pretty cool. Pretty crazy hand. Okay, what are we gonna do? I'm afraid to press forward. Okay, we just call, keep the bounty access, alright?
yeah, we gotta call because of bounty access.
Do we call backdoor, Probably not.
It's close. I probably just fold. I don't wanna give this guy too many chips.
Okay, you cover in a PKO, so you need to defend extremely wide.
Probably just fold. I don't know.
Oh my goodness. He limps and then you're looking at 10-8. And you're like, oh. I mean, I have to play here. Alright,
We're V-pipping, boys.
then this, so you're gonna call.
Probably gonna see a turn. We're not stoked about this spot at all, to be
Now you're
honest.
gonna give up, right?
Probably. I would have probably called the turn if this small blind hadn't come along too. The fact that he was interested also just kinda. It's not great, but we were doing alright there. Check or big,
You think it's a big bet?
sometimes. Maybe not with this combo, but
Not
Got some.
sure.
Yes?
Maybe not when free straights available.
I would believe it's a bet small because the 8 doesn't really hit him, but also doesn't really hit us.
so
No,
there's.
it's about the gut shots, Louis.
Yeah. There's straights, there's multiple straight draws available on the top and the bottom end. So it's probably gonna push us into a more polar arrangement, I think.
Oh, it's
Lots
check.
of, lots of check though. I mean,
Oh, wow.
this is just plain check really.
Very
The
surprised.
gut shots, the B80s, the horror.
Yeah, so we got some 125, some 83 working in there.
So almost a range bet, right?
Yeah, somewhat.
Almost.
Yeah, it's getting there. If you do have a check, this ace king is where it's kind of at.
Yeah. It's the combo, but
Majority big bet.
7s and 5s makes sense, right? Then ace 10, king 10. Alright.
But if it's Jack 7-6, we bet only big, right? No more small bets. Or it's-
Jack 7-6 is gonna put more straights on the bottom end and take away from this middle block. I don't really know, to be honest. I don't know how it's gonna affect things.
Don't think it changes anything.
I don't think it's gonna change much, really. A little bit bigger, so now you have more polar arrangement.
Yeah, of course.
You went with a big bet?
Okay. We get called, that's no bueno.
Now you turn the heart.
Yeah, I mean, if I start betting big, you could probably continue betting big here sometimes. I probably play check after he plays call there.
Okay, Wait.
We're gonna bet. I just don't know
One.
how big.
pretty heavy. He calls. Turn is the three of hearts.
You're on Jack 7-6.
Should we bluff turn? Maybe we should with the king of hearts. More than with the ace.
My intuition was to bet the heart. That's it.
King of hearts.
Yeah, you can continue betting hard.
What about the other ones? We can't see them. King, ace of clubs, king of hearts. That's betting, right?
Also
Yeah.
checking the other ones.
Ace of diamonds, king of hearts checking.
Okay, so you can kind of bet a heart. Like a that. But yeah, it's so tricky when you polarize the flop, right? And then he calls. Anyway,
Well, it's kind of a dry texture, to be honest. Like, I mean, he's gonna have some like straight draws and stuff here that just brick, but we like beat those. So you're kind of betting into hands that you beat and trying to push him off hands that, like, you're trying to push him off an 8 or something. So it feels, a bit dicey, I guess.
now you go very polar.
Yeah, we get the A's. I think it's just easy poker at that point. Like, he's got a lot of jack X in here, so. I would bluff this ace even if I didn't have an ace.
Yeah, I like the size and everything. Nice.
Limp,
Probably.
Yeah.
are you gonna bet one or are you gonna check? What's your approach here? Second pair you check?
Second and top pair, I can bet a little bit larger. Um. The six is actually, the six of spades is actually pretty good here. I might bet one, but I also might bet like two or something here sometimes.
This is a board you want to polarize, I think, but I think this hand is gonna have to polarize with redraw.
Yeah, yeah,
We're not gonna be betting small a lot here.
I went
No.
half.
Why do we bet big here?
Well, why, okay, so why would you bet big here, Arturus, if you think about it?
I can tell why I will bet small. Because I'm not betting big. I'm betting small. It's because when ranges are super wide, it's you're betting smaller.
There's some spots where you have,
There's a lot of
but
small.
I think it's more big blind versus small blind that the big blind goes to. I don't know how often small blind goes to after limp
It's-
check.
When you are like super, like over 50 blinds deep, generally speaking, it stays down from what I've solved.
Oh, there's some too.
There's a little too, but it's mainly just one in check, like,
But if you do, oh, it's 80 big blinds.
Say we check, what's his strategy?
Maybe he has more too. Although, oh yeah, look
does
at that.
he's got some three in there too.
Now what?
Probably can continue betting.
I'm never sure how to approach this turn spot.
I think we check call.
Good
I
check.
would lean toward check call too, yeah. Then I just feel silly, like why did I even bet the flop though?
Okay,
See, now I don't think we're good anymore that often, but well, now we are.
poker's easy when you just get there on the river.
Are we though? He still has better 7x. Hmm.
Yeah, I like this.
How did the solver play the turn? Did it like the
You
bet
pure
bet
check, majority check,
majority check? Does it bet some 7x?
not really. Ace seven.
King 7, you need better 7. 7-4 is 2 pair, so you need like your best 7x. Okay,
It's like the other spot where you didn't bet any second pair.
right.
Hey, we get a little free bet here.
No idea what I do here. Solver's gonna tell you to call this.
I think so, right?
He made it small, you're in position, it's wide ranges, it's
He's
PKO.
also 3-betting a guy who has him 2x covered though, and he's also got a guy who's got him 2x covered behind, which should,
Don't think yourself out of the math, it's just math, it's okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what's your
Good
strategy?
start.
did he check to me?
He
Yes,
checked here, yeah.
I don't know, half pot maybe?
But
Not
you just
small.
outlined how scary his range is, don't you wanna get to showdown?
I don't know if that's just a really fucking silly question or like, like what? You have top on a very dry board.
Yeah, but it's
You
a
put,
3-bet pot.
but he plays check also.
is this not a
So
spot?
what? You don't think he's check raising anything?
Maybe, but I mean, you're gonna put it in. Like if you call a hand like ace 10 and you get 5 deuce 10, I can't really think of a better flop. Like I think hitting the 10's probably better than the ace just because he's got a better ace X sometimes. Like I really can't think of a better flop. Other than like 10-10 something.
Why do you not polarize here on the flop?
I don't know. What did I do on the flop?
Well, he clearly does, but
I think
the
you
machine hates
polarize,
it.
but I think the machine doesn't like it.
What does the machine wanna do, please, Louis?
First, I would naturally size up. Either half pot, maybe pot.
Well, what did I do? I don't know.
Is my notion
I
of
mean,
checking this flop absolutely absurd, or what's the
yeah, that's
machine wanna
crazy.
do?
That's crazy.
What's it wanna do? Alright, so it's not
What-
absurd.
Want to bet small.
Okay, wants to
It is
bet.
absurd.
Hold
No,
on a
it's
Can't live
not
in
second.
the
absurd.
sliver. 10% check.
There is some check in there, okay? But the question that I naturally would follow with is, if you look at his check range, does that make sense in the solver?
I
Like,
mean,
is it
you
gonna,
you outlined that he's not 3-bet bluffing this formation enough.
right?
Look, then even if he's strong, like people not checking
Oh,
kings
look
on
at
the board.
this.
There's no
Look at
checking,
it.
man.
Look at this. Okay, okay, so I guess when I think about it, like, okay, how do I am cautious about the chips I put in pre-flop. But once I put in chips pre-flop, I'm going to play very aggressively to get those chips back post-flop, I guess is kind of how I think about that. I'm not gonna be cautious putting in chips pre-flop and then be very cautious on every street. Especially like
Okay,
when I just hit like gin flops, I guess. So, yeah, like, it's
that's
more
fair.
so I need to be cautious about the decision of how I approach what's about to happen, as opposed to cautious about every subsequent street. I guess
I
is the
got you.
difference of how I think about that. But I
Gameplay
bet
like the
large and
nitty
he
here.
jams, which is kind of terrifying.
I would say no.
This should be like ace king bluffing.
I think he's like on king queen. Like nothing makes sense. Yeah, queen
Yeah,
ten.
crushed him.
Queen 10.
He was
We
dead
do
the
have
whole
the best
time.
10.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't remember that hand.
And history, honestly.
But it's interesting, he took check. I mean, he 3-bets with queen 10 off, which kind of just like throws what I was saying about the pre-flops situation out the window. Cause he's just like 3-betting. And then, he Takes this check jam line, which is.
It also highlights why I don't think you really want to check there, is because if it goes check, check, he's probably not putting a stack in on that turn. He's gonna find a
Yeah.
fold at the river.
Oh, yeah. Interesting.
You gotta call here, right?
Yeah,
Call the three bet.
Yeah, yeah, I got two overs, three to a straight, three to a flush. I hope I call this.
Ultimate
now if
bridge.
it checks, we can bluff.
Am I in the big blind? Is that what
Oh,
this is? Or
no,
did
he's
I
small
call a three
blind.
bet?
You got three
Okay.
bet.
You called a 3-bet.
Okay.
Now he
I'm
checks.
bluffing this.
Ugh, I don't know what I do here.
I would check back diamonds, a lot of my diamonds, but this I'm like 3-betting.
I might check back. I don't know. I might nit check this. No, okay, I didn't.
I like it.
Alright,
Wait, Louis, before you run that, on this 10-5 deuce, if small blind C bets quarter, how do we handle the ace ten? Is it just call?
Oh, yeah, if he bets quarter. You probably raise, I think. You probably just like put it in.
I'm
I don't know, I
curious.
feel it's too shallow.
your call.
Okay,
Yeah,
I wanna raise a
You-
polar range.
For some reason, it wants to raise 10-8, but it's like, when it comes to, ace to,
Bluffing, right? Turning
I
it.
get.
well,
The
he's 3-betting a
vulnerable-
lot of
most
ace-x
vulnerable.
combos, and you're blocking those when you have ace-10. Or when you have
Fair.
10-8. You're not blocking any of the
Putting
bottom
ace
fours,
five
king,
as
queen.
well. Was it three-way
Mhm.
or no? Why are we
No,
out of range?
No.
Oh, there was a limper.
Oh, this guy is limping second time now.
Yeah,
20.
Yeah, it may just be a chronic
he limped
limper.
the ace king hand as well.
Yeah.
Not button
Small
Louis,
blind.
it's small
Small
blind.
blind 3-bet.
So when there is a short stack that's in there, I'm like already gonna start like discounting some of the raises behind a little bit. Because they're gonna be trying to isolate the guy. That's kinda what's in my mind.
We're also under the gun one, but it's okay, I guess.
That's why I pick.
10-6 free rainbow. Well, first no.
Which street do you wanna see?
So we bet small, we call, and then when the three pairs he
Yes.
checks.
It's like this is one of our best bluffs, to be honest.
Mm.
Is diamonds betting, queen jack of diamonds?
Yeah,
Our
That-
best diamonds, bet.
That's king jack.
So why do we have like all the pairs? Like, we don't forbet anything or what?
Can you exclude
days.
on the filter? Do exclude diamonds? It's right above the, yeah.
There you go.
No, EP versus a 3-bet from the small blind, you're not gonna jam check, like queens and jacks, you're just gonna call.
Yeah, but like still kings and aces almost full frequency.
Yeah,
Well,
then you
yeah,
make
so-
aces and kings, you're in position.
Yeah, you're in position, so you can just play call and kind of control the action. I mean, that's what you usually do at the top of your range there. You're not doing a ton of three betting in position with the very top. Or I guess it would be four betting. At these lower stacks.
right?
Higher speeds.
So stopping here, pretty strong. You don't wanna stop the spade. Because you block the fold. But the other ones
Right.
are pretty cool.
Right, so you stab that one less, but the size is good too, so like half pot is nice.
So good spot, good intuition, you bet a lot here. more than half the time.
King, queen as well. Yeah. Cool to see.
Yeah, we're gonna take
And,
this post flop for sure.
good job, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Should you not? Oh, no, okay, never mind. It was really short, right? So,
Yeah. I'm just honestly trying to get after that bounty.
is this a spot where you should be c-betting the flop a little bit?
You could be betting out of position, but again, like a lot of these late arrangements that are super deep, I almost just range check these things.
Yeah, but this is, you're more like EP here.
This is kinda like middle. So check 38 and you do a lot of betting. And that's solved
Ooh.
for 60, okay.
The turn though, you do have an overbet, but it's not 2x spot.
Did I go 2x?
Yeah.
Okay,
Would be more like 10 bigs here.
I mean, you say that, but it's there.
a little bit, yeah, there is a little.
How often do you limp here versus how often do you raise?
Covering the big blind as much as I do, 40 big blinds effective, I'm doing a lot of raising with these high-low combos.
Yeah.
I think in just general, I do a lot of raising with these high-lows.
Okay, this board pair,
It doesn't have a lot of 2x after I raise, so I'm betting probably large here, maybe 6 or half pot, somewhere in there.
think it's okay to size up pair boards,
On a deuce specifically.
specifically
Uh,
on the boot.
I would think on a deuce, it's probably not gonna be a big deal.
Hmm. Interesting. So you got it right. And you're saying if it was like a 6-4-4, you wouldn't do that?
So if you make it 6-6 deuce. You might be a little less frequently to do it. Or if it's like, if you make it like Jack something, just something that's more in range, better represented, you're gonna do it a lot less.
Yeah, a lot less. Even on 6-6 deuce.
Yeah. Cause they have some sixes when they call your raise.
And then 6-3-3. Would you do it all?
Probably less. Three's a little less represented, so you still might have some, but. Yeah, there's still some big bets there, but
Plenty. Okay, so the pair deuce, pair three kind of break away from the pair board guy. Especially being,
yeah. Yeah, it's just not in range for them, so you can kinda like ignore it, I guess.
okay, so open, three bet, large, a very big three bet.
Which is good, by the way. This is a good size, so like if
Almost
he's
6
covered. Yeah, if he's covered like that, he should have some really polar three bets coming from the big blind. Cause he wants to be generating a lot of folds, but. I don't know, I'm not folding nines.
Now you will.
Now I'm folding nines.
Okay, limp, raise, call, this flop, check.
Wait, are we sure
Should
that's
we
a pure fold?
call? Yeah, should we call one time in position and like he'll have some give ups, no?
It's kinda
I think it's,
interesting because, I think normally I would agree with you guys, but the fact
The
that he
suit
went.
doesn't matter that
It's not about
much.
this, it's
Calling
not really about
this.
the suit, it's about
Yeah,
the
no, go ahead.
polarity. Yeah, it's about the polarity. He went like 6x pre-flop, so
I
he's
think
gonna be
that's
way
just a
more contested,
GTO
Right,
size
well,
in general. Like if you open at 2.3x, his pot size is gonna be 11.
maybe.
but hold on, to follow along with that, that means he has some 7-8 suited and king 4 suited and stuff in range in theory, right? When he
I guess what
takes
you would have
like,
to really do is you'd have to dig into the PKO the sims a little bit to get a better feel for it. I really don't know. I would just assume he's gonna have more top of the range stuff. and like just more polar stuff. So it's gonna be like more populated with like ace deuce and like ace king than you would have 7-8 per se.
No, the polar stuff when you're deep is the suited, you use the suited branch. So it's
Okay.
gonna be suited connectors and like some gappy shit. If he's doing it properly. Like we can take a look, but I'm pretty sure that's where it comes from at 80, 75, 70, 70, 70 effective, wherever
Well,
we
you,
are.
you need to find an arrangement where you have like 60 betting into 120 or so, or
Mhm.
like 40 betting into, well, you kinda wanna stay away from 40 because you're gonna get a lot of non-all-ins. You're gonna get a lot of jams coming in, but.
Overall, this just seems to be an easy fold, right?
Think you got a call once, man. He goes so small. We're ahead of stuff and we can turn a boat.
Okay, so on a flush draw board like this, if you are ever to call, you need the minimum a diamond in your hand.
No, I'm saying the diamond doesn't matter because it's pair board. You can turn a boat. It doesn't matter. 9 of diamonds is still good.
I don't know.
Diamond will be a little bit better because you can still run around or a flush.
Yeah,
Alright.
but it's less
That's right.
crucial on pair board.
Yeah.
So what is this, like half the field, Galen? Where should I look for an arrangement? We can see the 3-bet range.
Maybe half the field or something, maybe 60-70%. I would really
Find a good
like
one.
not, I would not overly adjust it for ICM.
You wanna let me share it real quickly?
When you wanna see pre-flop?
I'll just show just show the pre-flop. For the small blind range, something approximating like this is the theory. So they have some of the suited connectors
Okay, so
and
small blind has,
they're going
so
quite linear at the top.
you have 92 raising, and then you have, you have like
Mhm.
80 almost raising into him.
Yeah.
So
Well,
like,
the guy had what, 75 is correct, yeah, but we can't have, there's just like no spot that
look at
has
the big blind. You can look at the big blind here, and it would be maybe, it'll be a little different, but it'll probably be more representative of like, uh. What's going
Well, isn't
on
he
there?
gonna? I was gonna
Oh
say
wait,
calm with
he
his
was the
stuff
big
up right
blind in
there.
game, wasn't he? Or was he,
I
he was
I
big
thought
He
he
blind.
was small
was,
blind. He was small blind.
but like 92 and 51 raising into it, I think if it's a PKO, it'll be a little closer approximating. So you do still have some of that smattering of stuff you're talking about there.
But he
Uh,
cannot
There's the
see
ace-5
between.
off, but what, Arturus?
Cannot see between, right? If he has no queen. Ace queen. Let's
Oh,
see.
you don't think, nah, I mean. Oh wait, we can't see it.
Yeah, I mean, can we see Chippy V if this is like a pure call? We can kind of extrapolate,
Compare the range.
based off what Chippy V says, but like if it's a pure call, I think we're
The
probably
range
calling
isn't
in game.
that different.
I lost a fortune on the bubble of the BKJ yesterday with that exact scenario.
Oh, really?
I called with nines, I had overpair,
Yeah, man.
but the board wasn't like this. The board was like scammy.
Wow, Arturus, you're right, there's like. I would just look at this and expect, okay, range bet quarter, but it's nothing close to that.
Even if you like, and he has here like a lot of queens.
Right now bet and then
It's wild.
look at nines. Nines is an easy fold.
It's mixing folds.
Mm.
Alright, the diamond does matter a little
So,
bit.
so you hang around with diamond and then like,
The EV
probably
difference
just,
isn't as large as normal.
Need the
Yeah, I thought it was close.
the
We just kind of sped past it, like assuming it was an auto fold, but I thought it was.
Without the diamond, okay?
The lower ones stick
Even
around.
with the diamond, actually it's zero.
The lower ones where you're like unblocking 6-5, 6-7, 7-8, where you have like pocket fours and threes, you're sticking around.
It's
yeah, the
zero.
But if you're
unblocking.
folding,
You're not gonna
but
be,
if you're folding 9, 8, 7, 6s, 5s, all with your diamonds, you're gonna be overfolding a ton.
okay, raise
But that's also like, these guys probably don't have 7-8 suited. Although it is high stakes, so they're gonna have some of what they should have, right?
Some,
In
more
the-
so. It'll be a little
Probably.
more correct.
Okay, so you go for a little cheeky raise here? What's your thought process? Limp, call? Limp, raise,
So
call?
when I limp, I'm gonna populate his raises. not so much around the 3x. Although I did play limp call. I just honestly like the 4 and the 7 with the flush draw wrapping or interacting with the 3. I was just trying to put him in really.
Now,
Well, I kinda hate life a little bit, so maybe I play check. I don't know what I do here, man. Okay, this might have been a this honestly, this might have been a misclick. I don't think I would have naturally just bet one big blind there.
I honestly believe that you may have done this intentionally. Doesn't seem crazy.
I don't know what to do, man. I fold, probably.
Yeah.
seven, you don't think the 7 is good? Yeah, as a king? Has to be a king or a 3, right? Okay,
Well,
it's a 3.
It's gonna be a king here a lot, I think. I don't know.
I think it's good to pull.
he shows you like 9, 10 of diamonds.
Pain.
Okay, that's one of the bad turns for you. Check.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not great.
That's one, I think you beat the. okay,
Easy
I
call,
think
easy
five
call.
to five.
Yeah, we got enough, we got enough.
Oh, that was a weird. One big blind speed. Oh, boy. Okay, so now, this guy's all in.
The good old one big blind spew.
What do you do here? You just call, right?
I'm gonna play just call. There's, yeah, I'm just playing call here. It feels insane to just jam. There's definitely iterations of my game where I would have just been disrespectful and jammed, but I think it's spewy, very spewy.
Nah.
And folding is too, the risk reward's too good, right? We just gotta flip
Yeah.
4 chips in there and, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you,
If you get jammed on behind and he goes like jam or whatever, you can just get out of the way. It's not a big
do you
deal.
think we have a jam range?
Probably,
Yeah,
probably.
okay. Like ace queeno, maybe ace jacko.
Yeah, those seem reasonable. I don't see, yeah, that doesn't seem bad.
Where's your shirt?
He's at the pool.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
man,
My,
he's in
my
the, he's
video
in,
on? Oh,
yeah, he's in paradise.
Not a bad time to have your video
Good to
on.
see you, Nick.
hold on. What's up,
You're.
everybody? This is Lois. Thanks for clicking study.
Oh, it is freezing, bro.
The pool video, I love
The
it.
pool. I was just about to say, you're like continuing
And it's
the
iconic,
tradition.
man.
I
Wait
think
for
you
it.
need to call.
You got a call, I think, here. I don't know what I did. I would hope I called.
Too many nines.
Oh, quads.
Quids.
Is it near the floor? The ace, you call like down to ace 5 suited there, maybe?
I'm not gonna
Ace 4
fold. I'm
suited?
not gonna call ace suited. I'm not gonna call ace 6 suited. Ace 5 suited, maybe. This has gotta be towards the floor, right? It's just, it's 14 chips, so like if he's doing this with king, queen or pocket sixes and. You know, you gotta,
Five.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just crowdsourcing my floor cuz I don't know where I stop calling.
I think as long as I can mentally articulate a couple combos that, we have a flip with or we're ahead of, then I'm a fan of it.
I would be at ace five.
That seems about right.
Ace four, I'm skipping ace six. Like
We
that.
know people are doing this with king, queen, O. We've seen it all the time these days, so.
Okay,
That's
another
enough.
shot at the bounty. Wrong suit. Almost.
Wrong.
Red
red,
one, but
It's all good, man. Take it down, Jacks.
Wrong shape.
you see bet against a small blind.
You know, sometimes, yeah, it's probably not a bad C bet. I don't know what I did though. I don't remember.
I would check eights. Ugh.
Now you just fold eights.
Well, let's see how often we should be betting.
Yeah.
It must
I think
shut.
our betting power versus what, small blind? Especially
He
reverse
found a good
linearly, but
size here, I think. This
I
guy
think
is
he
king
did
jack
too.
or something.
I think he did find a good size.
80% checks. And then what kind of, would you bet the queen here?
You're good queens, ace queen, I would bet,
Ace,
queen
queen, you would
10, I
bet.
would bet, I'd probably bet queen jack. The ones that interact with the straight, I think, are
Oh.
probably okay bets.
Okay,
or then have a club.
That have
Queen
a
10
club.
out with the
Big.
10 of clubs.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
big.
yeah.
it's
Nick's got it.
rangy here. A little bit rangy.
Eh, no.
Sevens, eights, nines, tens, pure check. Interesting
Range
that
light,
threes, fours, and fives
Range,
are
yeah,
pure betting.
this is diet range.
diet
Range.
range. Range minus a few chunks.
Yeah, there's components of this range that really wanna check, so naturally it's just gonna propagate through some of the other combos.
Betting quite a lot, just not. We're gonna have lots of pocket pairs and those that are under the queen are gonna wanna check a lot, so, okay.
Is villain's size good on the turn?
That's a good question. I think that, I mean, this Badoogie 3 probably has him going pretty large when I play check. I think it's definitely got parts of his range that do this.
3 of hearts.
Oh, look at this, opponent plays like the machine.
Yeah, he knows.
He
King
knows,
jack.
knows it maybe a little bit too well, maybe he has the machine open.
Oh, I have this in my game.
Yeah. Yeah,
Play Galen and Damon.
Nick pointed it out first. I think it's good.
This is a giraffe taught me.
Oh, so this is basically the spot you were talking about this morning. I see.
Yeah, Louis asked me how to exploit population. This is what I said.
Ah,
Hmm. Yeah, cuz
So
you know
what
after
exactly?
check, they take out the strongest parts of their range. Turns a brick, it doesn't improve anything they have, so you just get to kind of mash it.
So as much as I'm a fan of sometimes under defending my big line, this is a spot where I think you should be inclined to over defend it. You cover in a PKO, the
Yeah,
guy.
dude. PKO, he's at 15 bigs. I'm calling any two here.
Yep.
Literally.
Offsuit nine, gallon specialty, so
yeah.
nine deuce, 9-3, 9-5.
We're gonna inflict more emotional damage with 9-5.
I don't know about the call on the flop.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I can't show this hand down.
this looks good, I think, right? He shouldn't really have a 7.
I got a
When we
lot of
get
7x, dude.
Jesus
I got a lot of 7x. When he bets one big blind and
We
I
have
choose,
every
oh,
7.
He should have got you to fold here, very clean.
Yeah. If
I
once
think
you get to the river, I like it, but I'm just holding.
this card,
so,
okay, so
so,
wait, tell me what's
Greg style float.
when you do this here, what's on?
okay, so he bet one big blind. And I'm looking at 7 and 10 and I'm like 9, that's 3 to a straight. I got it. And I'm just like, there's, I guess some favorable turn cards, but there's not much. You're right. I should just be folding. It's absurd.
Okay.
Dude, it's
Oh,
absurd.
here we are. Okay, check. And the 150, and now the 7 comes, it's like, oh, hallelujah, baby, this is our way out. And also, I think it's very obvious here, the 7 pairs and the pot is 7.7,
Yeah,
on
exactly.
big blind, that's a lot of sevens. So you just put it in. And
I
then,
mean, what else are you gonna do with this?
then you get it.
Do you think he calls you with a 10 here?
Probably not, man. I don't know.
You probably should. If he's watching here,
Okay, so like when I was bluffing this, I thought about it like, okay, I do bluff small here sometimes just to try to get like auto folds, but I thought to myself, like, if I actually had a value component of my range and we're playing a PKO, I would want all of the chips. So I just feel like your bluffs here need to match the value. So, it seems crazy, but a lot of jamming. I don't think
I
you
think
have
you
too
get
many other
like every
options.
size here on the river, cuz you're gonna wanna like block with a 10, maybe. And then like your kings will go like a little, you know, like 60% or something. Sevens wanna jam, and then your bluffs
I
can
think
just match like all of these.
Yeah, it
I
was a,
think kings want to go for all of it as well.
Oh, they might, they might.
'Cause I think the
Maybe it
10 is
depends
close
on
to
your
call.
kicker, like king jack jams, but king four B60 or something.
Well, you
Maybe.
get called by Jackson Queen still. You're supposed to get called by some 10x. I don't know.
I don't know what I do here. I was gonna say maybe I three bet here sometimes, but
I'm not calling often enough, I guess. Cause this guy
I
like
think he.
bounty access. Probably
I
didn't.
don't like three betting ace nine. I want to do ace eight.
yeah, it's fair. Um, I'm honestly just trying to look for ways into this pot, to be honest, with the guy having that much in the big blind.
Think you need to fold.
I call. I play check. I'm so under repped. I'm like extremely under repped.
Alright, I looked up the river strat.
Yeah, but he doesn't bet for 10 value often enough.
Maybe not, maybe not.
Oh,
But he did there.
Galen, on the river on the king 10-7-4-7, you have 2% checking range. And then the rest, half the range is jamming, the other half is B65.
Okay,
You're
okay.
just like betting everything. This is ridiculous. And Nick, you're right, every king jams. Except
Mm,
king 10, cuz it's too good. Blocks the calls. Every 7 jams except 10-7,
I
same
was
thing,
telling Louis
blocks the
that's
calls.
the spot I want to study. Like when it goes check, 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 and you're on the river.
yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are good ones.
What about here? Call or raise?
Okay, so I'm playing call here because I mean, I've got top set, like top pairs locked out, so it's gonna be hard to get like a lot of like strong continues out of these ranges. I know it's a little dangerous because there's like there's a flush draw and a straight draw. But, also the guy behind me is going to be aggressively pursuing this bounty as well. And when the guy with the bounty has like indicated that he has interest in this pot, it's kind of like a pseudo trap in some ways.
Alright, so you go call. You're the guy in the sandwich, right?
Yeah.
Out the way and there's a lot of calling.
In this,
This
okay, so
guy raise.
this is like, expect this to happen quite a bit when he covers both of us like this. If he had, like, he's gonna aggressively pursue it with bluffs and things like that. It's tough because I've got, all the tens. He can't really have a 10.
Alright. So on average, when it goes bet plus call plus raise. The raiser usually has a very, very strong range, very little trash, right?
Yeah, if you look at this, it's very interesting because it's very hard to have top pair. It's kind of hard for him to have an over pair here. Um, two pairs is hard for him to have. He could have a set. So like what we have here is like a lot of potential draws and maybe just like I got him coolered with a set. I don't remember what he has, but
granted, your information's on the flop, and this is a specific PKO format. It might be a little bit different.
Oh, no,
oh
that's.
Something
yeah,
worth noting.
So this is a flop.
that is correct, Nick. Yeah, you're right.
Flop then check around, obviously, right?
I think it did go check around. I think I don't
And that's
remember.
gonna change your ranges pretty drastically because like he's not gonna have jacks or queens in position, right?
Hey, is this a PKO?
It is a PKO.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
No one listened when I talk.
Oh
Okay.
my god, dude, he had the world.
Yeah. So he had the draw.
Big draw.
Big-
Big draw.
So actually. We just add. Small. Think that's a good bet small pot. The ace pair is pretty bad for you. Check,
I think the
check.
ace pairing's not like horrible. He's got a big blind range. He should have a lot that interacts with clubs and straights still.
Well, general heuristic on monotone boards in position can range bet, right?
Yeah.
In position can usually double barrel a lot of turns as well, unless the board pairs. Or the flush card. So it's a general heuristic, so.
I'm bluff catching here pretty comfortably. I mean,
Okay.
he gave me a really good price too. Yeah, it's just a lot of this. So he's got a pair, a
Yeah.
bunch of straight interaction and a little baby club.
When people lead here, that they're really straightforward with their sizing. Okay, so with this size, it's always a 7 or like a 5.
X. But if we have the button, we gotta check jack club. I don't think so. If you have the jack with the jack of clubs, I think you still just range bet. Like these ace high clubby combo, these ace high monotone textures, it's just pretty much a range bet usually.
Also, I think population has a leak here when they bet pot or like 2/3 pot, something like that. Yeah, they're gonna be very often with an ace or a flush.
Right. Probably defending still sometimes. I don't know. This one's close.
Yeah. Probably
Maybe you could raise sometimes. I don't think you wanna raise the ace really though.
just gonna take it. That stat that Nick pointed out. Can I have it? So you just fold here?
Do I?
Do
I
you?
think you wanna continue.
Do you? Okay, so the 8 interacts with the 5 and the 7, right?
Yeah, you gotta overcard to the 7 also, which is important. Like your second card is over that, so like. You also like a 6 is not bad, a 9 is not bad, a 10 is like not the worst. A diamond, like there's a lot of, turn cards here.
And then you cover.
Yep.
Okay,
We could probably play donks sometime here.
okay, so look, the flop is raising so often, man.
Yeah, it does do a lot of raising. Okay. I didn't think we wanted to raise with the A's necessarily. I could get behind it.
So a raise here. Overcards to the 7 and then backdoor, the ace. So,
Yeah,
okay,
I mean, you effectively have 3 straight, 3 flush, and an overcard, so
yeah,
I can see it. Yeah, lots of raising.
very heavy on eights. Right?
Yep.
I think
So as
part of
you,
it is he should have some polar sizes here, and he goes small,
that's true. Yeah, that's
so he
true.
can attack.
So the other question I have is if we do play call. If we do play call, are we donking this turn sometimes? Maybe not with this combo.
Maybe not after he small bet.
We
No,
are,
still there.
even with this hand. Prefer to have the backdoor spades, right? But even the diamond is still like half of the time
Yeah.
trying something.
I didn't think about that in game. I don't think. Yeah, I just
Check
played
raise the
check.
flop, such a strong check raise here. We didn't see that one coming. I didn't think about it. I thought it was,
I mean, king eight, if I had king eight, I would be much more, likely to do it. But
well, you check raise ace eight. What do you think ace 10 is gonna do in his range? Probably call, right? But it's tricky. He's
I
folding
mean,
10 for sure, no?
probably. I mean, if you check raise ace eight and you're getting ace 10 off to fold, I think.
Yeah,
So he bets, I call again, I play check, call, check, call. I don't think you get to fold at that point, and then,
Brick,
yeah, it kinda sucks. I don't think I can donk the brick. I think I just check lose, or check win verse. Not that. Yeah, that's why you check raise, I think. Like, there's so many hands we could have just pushed him off. We could have pushed him off this hand, I think, at
Yeah.
multiple
check
streets.
raise, you pick up equity on the turn, you bet turn.
The donk line's probably not gonna work because he does have a gutter. And he has a spade, but the check, if you check raise bet, you might be able to get him off of this.
Yeah.
Multi-way, I bet small. Yeah, take it. Just gave up.
So what kind of size are you gonna go for here, four way, small or you size it?
Alright, so the small blind has 3.59 big blinds. I'm probably going, I don't know. If I bet, I'm gonna bet enough to keep action open, so I would have to bet like 2, or I would have to bet 3.6 plus.
So you're
Or
always going towards small sizes.
I mean, 4 ways, this multi-way, I'm probably doing a lot of checking, to be honest. But, yeah, I played check. Now, this is interesting, cuz it's like, I don't necessarily wanna play call here, cuz he's gonna have some random stuff. I don't wanna give him a great price, so I probably click it here. Maybe, I don't know what I do. I would think I click it up, though. Yeah, okay.
Do you raise this kind of spot or you just call?
Good question. I think I probably raise.
Hey, we
'Cause
studied this yesterday, 2 days ago.
I mean, we are vulnerable to some hands.
We studied this at 20 though. This is at 60. 90 BB studied? Yeah, shut up, Arturus. Smart ass. Huh. I feel like this one kinda wants to call, but that's at 20, so I don't know at 60, but still like, we can still be like coolered, like dead to
I'm-
2 outs. I
I'm
don't know.
less concerned about being coolered and more concerned with getting value from like his king of spades, sets, ace of spades kind of combos, I think. Because
Yeah, but they all
because
have great equity.
they do. That's kind of why I want to bet, but we're also never really dead here. The 4
You're
and the
dead to 2
9,
outs.
yeah, yeah, we could be sometimes. Could be
Yeah,
dead
yeah.
too.
Can you check this one, Louis?
I don't wanna size down on the turn, I don't think, Arcturus, because after he plays call on the flop, um, I think it's less about straights and more about flushes and full houses. So I'm going to size kinda big. I know it ran out kinda like a 4-liner almost.
So the logic is to size down is if you always, because you basically always bet the turn, you basically have to size down. You cannot
think?
pot, like if you check raise small on the flop and pot the turn, it's like, and with entire range.
Take a look.
Calling a lot on the flop. 50% of the time.
Yeah,
It is
I
playing
like
a lot of
call.
calls. Call's good. Check raise small good.
Maybe king 6 we start piling in money.
Think like with maybe like 80 bigs deep, we don't check raise at all, pretty much, like very little.
Turn, you'd
Does
wanna,
it, let's see, does it hold up?
Look,
Yeah, it's less than
then
that.
small the turn.
Arcturus is a solver. He was right. A lot of small betting. Now, is it a function of the turn card? Well, you're on a weird texture, Louis. Is that the one? No, never mind. I'm sorry.
On the right.
It's mono mechanic.
Yeah, can you open it up? I think part of it is that you're right, the four, it's a four liner now in addition to mono, so some of our bluffs were like a naked six, and now they all got there as well.
So if you made it the two of diamonds, do we see the same behavior? Or do we open up to some polarity?
Good question, yeah.
It
There you go.
opens up. Okay, so I was wrong with my assumption that the four was unimpactful. It is impactful. It's still paying a lot of respect to straights here, even though it's a monotone board,
Yeah, because like it's one end class more, right?
right?
Show our flop strat, please, if
Yeah.
you don't mind.
No,
And that'll inform, like, we may have some 6x with a single spade or even like suited six of clubs or something, doing some bluffing here.
the six is strangely important here.
And he should see bet very tight. Or
I thought like most flushes would play kind of aggressively, but you want really want to have a one or like
The
one
best
end of the
flushes.
straight, right?
Yeah, you need these high-low ones. It's actually being very cautious with flushes here, funny enough.
Yeah,
You
I
found
wonder
one
if
of the few that plays aggressively.
Yeah, the six. I think the six is just pretty impactful because it,
the
you know,
straight. one.
the
can you
straight.
show also? Can you show c bet
Can't
strat?
bet.
No,
The final node, we're backing up all the way.
I refuse.
Oh.
So small and infrequent, the rare combination. A lot of checks
Yeah.
and no
It's
big
just
bets.
because there's so much locked up equity here. There's flop straights, there's flop flushes, there's just, you can't just like come out guns a-blazing on a board like
Yeah.
this.
Cool to see.
You gotta call again, but here comes the pickles. Ooh,
Still no pickles.
Oh.
this is what I mean when I say they don't bet the river for 10 value of 10.5.
Yeah, not a fun one.
Minimal damage.
Yep,
Oh, look at you. I'm not a fan of this, I'll be honest.
okay, what did I do?
You call it one, which I like. Strong, but the
Okay,
ace ones, and then you turn your best showdown king eye. If you have the worst king eye, a worst holding, I think would be better.
alright, let me walk through this mentally real quick. Alright, so this is a small blind versus big blind, right?
Limp,
Okay, and what did I do? Did I limp?
limp,
Check, right?
yeah,
Okay, limp check. Alright, so when we arrive here on the river, I'm going to put him very thin on ace X because he doesn't have a lot of ace X that he's checking back, especially covering me in my mind.
hmm,
So I'm going to put his range more concentrated around 4x, deuce X, straight cards, maybe some 9x that he didn't raise the one. So after it goes like bet one, check, check, is that what happened on the turn?
no. You
So it went,
check, he bets one,
so check, bet one, call,
yeah,
right? And then the turn does what? Check, check?
let's go again.
Is it ATM?
Check, check, no,
Okay,
then you check. You check
Okay.
again, he bets one, you call.
Okay. So he's got some diamonds and stuff here. He's got like some straights and stuff here. He could have some 7x here. Like he's just wrapped around some of this stuff. Where in my mind, the ace is just gonna be asymmetrically good for me. So that is why I decided to bet here.
I don't think you
Uh,
need to turn it into a bluff, though.
Maybe not, but we get folds from like 7x, 4x. I mean, and also like the other problem we have is realizing our equity. While we might have the best hand here a lot, if I play check and he bets, are we just calling this combo? Are we just like hero calling?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
No,
that's a tough node.
I agree.
What's he betting
with
now?
what?
It's a tough note for sure.
I mean, you might be right, Danny. The answer may be like, you're
Okay.
supposed to hero call.
The
It's not,
machine kind of agrees with most of it, just not the river.
okay.
Cuz I think the things you're targeting are never gonna fold.
I
Alright,
think
so
if you
let's
have
just,
the worst king, I would love this. Take
well,
the-
I
Okay,
want
so
you, why don't you pull the note up just so we can look at it real quick? Because I do agree. Okay, like turning
Five.
your nut no pair
A
into a
4
bluff
will
is kinda
fold.
like,
I think a
King
4
five
will
of
fold.
diamonds here would be genius.
yeah,
Mm,
it is a bit exploitative here for
you don't
sure.
want the 5 of diamonds, Louis.
So king 7 is a pair, king 4 is a pair, king 3 is a bluff. Blocking the straight. King, it seems queen 7, queen 4. 10-6, so it is bluffing from kinda like the straighty stuff on the bottom end. What's 5-6? 5-6 is a bluff. Okay, and if we play check, okay, so the last question I really have, it's not really bluffing a lot of king X. It's more blocker or straight oriented stuff. If we play check and he bets. So what size is he typically using first?
50.
He's doing a lot of 50? Okay,
50 are all in.
well, give him some 50 then, because we can't call an all in. And nut no pair is just a
You
pure
just called
call.
this one, you pulled the other ones.
Yeah. Nut no pair, easy call. Why are we frowny facing Arcturus? Did I miss something?
Cuz I was right
um,
and he was wrong.
I'm
Uh,
folding on the. Oh
oh, okay.
no, I'm folding on the river king high.
Yeah,
Like I thought it's a well.
so yeah, interesting, kinda interesting hand.
How often do you squeeze here?
Sometimes, probably not a bad squeeze here. Will you
Covered
change it
though, right?
well, you are covered, but will you change it to chips real quick also? Just out of curiosity. I wanna try to estimate how, how deep we are.
Um,
So this, I think we start with 10K a pop. So this is getting kind of, probably in the money, probably in the money at this point. Cause this is like 26 starting stacks.
Yeah.
I think. Um, I'm playing call here probably to try to incentivize the big blind. If I jam, he's gonna probably overfold, so I'm probably just trying to keep bounty access.
Okay. So you just call and then you call it jam?
Yeah, I'm gonna get in the middle of this mess if he decides.
Now you bet small.
Maybe, I might check, cause it's kinda dry. But I do bet small. They just fold. Sash.
How often do you actually check here?
Good question.
What's your guess? You
I
seem to
mean,
be checking a lot,
this
man.
could be like more on the range betty side of things. I'm just playing a little precautious because this guy covers me by so much. The nine's probably good. Not interacting with the hearts and the clubs, probably not great. Oh, it checks enough. Okay. I
Right, so you just don't wanna bet the back door here. With the clubs. You wanna bet up often with that ace nine.
Okay,
Here now.
kinda feels bad, but I think you got a call.
Do you?
6, 7, 8, 9.
I know, but such a big bet and then clubs. Clubs river,
Yeah,
you're guessing, heart river, you're guessing.
yeah, it feels kinda bad, right? But, he also does have a lot of draws here that we're just still naturally ahead of.
Okay,
I don't know what I do though. I did call. Okay.
yeah, I don't know if I like this call on the time. So, say it goes check, check. And then seven of clubs on the turn. Then it comes out blasting. 82%. What are we supposed to do with our nines? Yeah, I gotta continue.
Uncomfortable, continue.
Oh, but offsuit nines. Like you had king nine off here, it would start.
Starting to fold. Yeah, starting to fold.
Aces. Right? So we go all in, yeah, okay. Happy days.
I would play this slower if it wasn't a bounty maybe, but I mean, the guy's just not gonna fold. He's
Yeah.
gonna hunt.
He's opening pretty wide as well. EP, queen eight off. Oh, tough decision. What are you gonna do?
Oh, this is tough. Okay, I remember this hand. Yeah, so the guy with 60 is pretty wide here. And,
Fold.
Yeah, we just saw him queen eight, right?
yeah, he's wide and he's been wide. I remember this hand. But the guy that jams, for some context, I think he's got like $290 on his head or something. Like it's a pretty big bounty. It's like over
Big
two
bounty
buy.
power.
It's about two buy-ins,
Okay,
if I
Oh my
remember.
gosh.
okay.
Yeah, like
Get it
he
in
was
bad
the,
and suck out, eh, Galen?
that's exactly what we do here.
What do you mean?
Just fold, man, just fold.
We're in the money, bro.
A good
Come
one
on.
to take, no?
You wanna run this one? Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can
yeah, yeah, yeah,
HRC this
yeah.
one.
I'll try to find the exact, I'll try to find the exact hand. Gotta give me a minute, but yeah, if you wanna set it up in HRC, that would be cool.
I would play it for sure.
I think you might be surprised, Danny. You might be surprised.
I might. What do you, how do you, I mean, do you think the guy's jamming?
Pocket tens, pocket
Queen 10
nines,
suited?
ace, queen, ace 10 suited. My tournaments. Date.
Do you think he's jamming queen jack, queen 10, king 10,
Good
jack
question.
10?
Maybe some of those, maybe not all of those, but maybe some of those.
I think those are the region that matters. That's the key region. Cause if he skips king 10, queen 10, queen jack, jack 10, I'm pretty sure you just have to fold.
Hmm,
Alright, I'm looking for the exact tournament and then maybe we can find the hand. Okay, so here's the, no, that's not the tournament. Here's the tournament. Game history. So. Alright, what was the board?
well,
Or, I think if you give me the hand ID. If you can give me the TM whatever number, I can just pull it up.
33, 63, 803,
33, 63,
803,
803,
587.
587. Alright. Alright, we got it. So let's pull it up and I'll give you the exact information. Alright, so I'm going to paste the stub on Discord. Who's HRCing?
I have,
Louis is.
I don't remember. I might have run this one. I don't think I did though. I'll check real quick.
Yeah, the bottom one, Louis.
Oh, I didn't run this one yet, no, cuz I was leaving town right as like after this tournament, so I didn't get a chance
you
to run
think
it.
the pay jump from a main event are good or no?
Yeah. This will be fine. You can use that pay structure.
Okay,
But then will we have to scale the bounties up, down, up, down to
What
match
do
the prize pool?
I mean, so I think first place in this tournament was like 15
yeah,
and
this,
15 plus bounties, so it's like a little bit larger, cuz I think first place got around 30 something.
Yeah.
But, I don't think it's gonna make that big of a difference. It may just make the actual field size a little smaller, you know what I mean?
no. So, bounties?
Yeah.
Well, it changes like what's a big bounty and what's not, right? Kind of.
It honestly, it just changes the field size a little bit. Okay, so you're wanting to put in bounties, so let's see, under the gun has 410. Under the gun one, 350. The guy who got knocked out had 200, 200, so it was like not quite two buy-ins, but 200. Then it's 70. And then it's 360. I'm sorry, that's 400. The guy who got knocked out had 400 on his head. I was wrong. We put 200, it's 400. Then it's 70, and then it's 380. And then
Button?
it's 375. And then I had, 210. And then the other guy had 250.
How can it be 70? Isn't the min 75?
Mince, no. So it's 35. That
Can you
guy hasn't
double it?
got a yeah. He had 35, which means he
One
hasn't got a
bounty.
single bounty yet. So you just doubled it.
Oh, the min's, oh, okay.
What were you asking, Louis? That's it right there.
How many
Did
players
you get?
left with them?
So I would, this is going to be in the money now, so you could probably do, it's not far in the money,
10%?
so 9, 10%.
10%?
9, 10% of the field. And it was like 1,700 runner, 2,300 runners. So
200 players?
200 players is probably good. Yeah. Okay, that looks reasonable for a curve.
Three flats.
To the all in.
No, wait, what?
So for the opens, So how did the action go? It went raise, jam, call. So there's only 3 people involved in the hand, so you only need two. You would only need two to make, to take the multi-way component into consideration. I think he ended up folding though, but it doesn't really matter. It's just gonna make your sim size a little more manageable.
That's not a big sim.
Yeah. Which is fine.
You need flats to the open, otherwise like other stuff's gonna be bunk. Like it won't allow big blind to flat, which makes everything weird.
Kinda true. Kinda true. So if you just keep everything the same and then add a couple big blind flats, yeah, or a
I
couple.
wouldn't use simple for this one. I don't think simple is very good for most situations.
It's an all in pre.
I mean,
I think just for time's sake,
alright, it's
probably
fine, it's
just run
fine.
simple, but I'm with you. I'll do a more detailed sim for it later that we can kinda use as a comparison point.
Okay.
Cause honestly, I forgot about this hand and it's kinda interesting. It's definitely worth putting, some resources into.
So we run the whole tree first?
Yeah, run it down to like 20 or something.
Yeah. Or to like 50.
Yeah,
What does
Shall we
CI
continue
mean?
while it runs? Are we gonna do this every time?
What does CI mean?
You mean CL?
I mean CI,
uh, it is convergence interval.
convergence interval. Tell us more.
Every session we're gonna ask, what is CI?
I,
You mean
I, I,
CL?
I wish you would ask what's CL.
Your English is getting really good, Louis.
Thank you. You're muted, Nick.
While it runs, should we go next?
I can't, my
Okay.
mouse is out of control.
Oh,
Oh my goodness, I just realized I only have one stick of RAM in that machine.
That's probably why you're, struggling with the baby sim.
baby sim do do
It's
do do
working,
do.
right?
Do-do-do-do-do.
Like convergence interval is going in, no? So, okay, so he should be
It
reaching
is.
with something like this. Let's see, did he? See what he show up with.
He had ace king.
The church, okay,
He just had the nuts.
but that
But you gotta get
got
lucky.
you. Ooh, okay, and then we scan. Okay,
Scammer.
whoa, 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 whoa. Raise, call, call. Check it down, try to hit a 5, we don't hit, we win.
Somehow.
What's going on here? Are you trying to get bounty access?
Yeah, big blind's only got 7 big blinds.
3-6 off.
No, no, no. Okay, look to my left. I'm sorry. You see my left? The guy's got no big blinds. Wasn't that bad of a situation.
Yeah. Pretty live. Okay, so we defend our big blind,
Could
bet,
check raise this. Definitely could be check raising here.
I think so, right?
Yeah,
Overcard, backdoor,
you
backdoor.
got 3 to a straight on the top and the bottom, backdoor flush, like
Check,
we just lose. Check raise would have worked probably too.
hit. You're gonna call here?
Probably not. I'm probably gonna raise or do something silly here. I might jam.
Okay. Indeed. Think we need to see that.
Probably.
You. 12.
Ooh, what do I do here? Obviously VPip, so I jammed over. And we
Ooh.
lose.
Right, let's look at the sim. CL 50, CI 50.
Yeah, that's probably good. You could probably just stop that and then run down the subtree. Yeah, so just make sure, and you do have the right tree selected, so you could run that down and it'll give you a pretty good idea.
Ooh, I feel like it's such an easy fold for him here because. Like he could be drawing dead to a better flush draw.
Yeah, honestly, this one's kind of weird. I didn't really know how to approach this because of the dynamic nature of the board and I have a pretty strong hand, multi-way. Like I just jammed my 13 bigs in,
Yeah,
which like,
nothing is wrong.
it's probably okay.
Yeah,
Alright, bet small, get called. Blank on the turn, probably should keep betting sometimes, but I don't know. We got nut no pair, so it's check fold.
think we should barrel sometimes here. I don't know.
If you start barreling the flop, when you get like a blank on the turn like that, it's probably not a bad continue.
Yeah. Most of the time you should be betting. Pretty polar. Aces
Easy game.
at one. Call. Ew.
Yeah, we're not stoked about it.
Check, check. Bet three, call, easy call. Happy days. Maybe you could get a little bit more value betting yourself, but pretty good. Okay, 2-5 all in. Happy days. So we open sevens, the small blind, which has a lot of chips, three bets us.
Yeah, I thought this guy was pretty wide if I remember. Actually, I don't know, man. Sevens, this is a very close spot. Like this is a nail biter of a hand, I remember. I feel like you're probably supposed to continue with sevens here.
He makes it seven big blinds and you got pocket sevens. I mean, so we're gonna get hurt. Good flop, you jam the turn, I like that. You fold, you shit.
Nail biter of a situation.
Yeah.
Worked out though.
Alright, you think we can look at this?
Yeah. It's probably close and converged enough that you can get something meaningful out of it.
We were the small blind, right?
I think so, yeah.
Oh. Look at this.
It's Close. So what's the, will you click it to the other thing so I can see? My brain doesn't register this very well. Right, so it's like at the verge of indifference here.
Yeah.
Because of the bounty being so large, you put it in as a losing call. Or you can fold, you know, it's whatever.
No, it's just not run down. It's gonna fold. Or it's gonna shift the equity to positive. If you run something down all the way, you're never like putting in money and it's minus like losing chips.
Either way, it's on the chopping block, right?
Yeah, it's close.
What the
Okay,
hell?
we raise jack nine. Hit it. That small call. Check. Polarize a little bit. Call. Bad river. But not the end of the world. You check, do you check back? I think so, right? You don't really value bet here.
I don't know. I don't remember what I did, but I wasn't excited with the situation. I did nit check it.
What do you think machine is gonna do?
Probably check. Probably gonna donk jam a lot. I feel like we get donked into when that two hits a lot here.
Yeah, you're supposed to go for value.
Oh,
It's
really?
hit PV, yeah.
Well,
I like it.
Yeah.
in PKO, probably even more.
How deep are we?
Pretty deep.
Deep in the tournament, we're definitely in the money a good ways now.
Yeah. We got 93 hands total. We're at hand 70, so. Oh, I think this is a call.
I think I did call.
Queen, oh, suited, okay. Thought it was offsuit.
This is a bit loose, maybe, no?
Maybe. We're covering
We
though,
cover
so,
offsuit connector. I like it.
yeah.
Okay,
I would fold this in a non-PKO situation, but I think in a PKO, I'm just gonna. Could probably bet that turn sometimes. We picked up the dummy end, but it's just. The reason I did it was because the queen interacts with a nine, so we could just be smoked here pretty bad.
Oh, I mean, I guarantee you're smoked pretty bad. You have 6 high.
Yeah.
The
I'm just
question is
saying,
like, I don't know. Maybe to a small bet he overfolds.
yeah, maybe.
Ace jack, ace king. Pocket like sixes, sevens. He's supposed to range bet anyway, so I don't know.
Maybe a shove king nine.
Any consideration to three bet there? The king four suited?
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes. I just don't necessarily wanna three bet a guy all the time with 20 something bigs if he's going to, cuz if he jams, I'm kind of in a rough spot.
Oh yeah, easy fold, I think if he jammed.
Yeah. Mhm.
This is miserable.
I don't know what I don't remember what I did here.
feels like,
Vanilla, obviously easy fold, but PKO.
feels like a call here.
I probably folded just because we're getting kinda deep, I think.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
honestly, I could go either way there. His bounty was probably not that appealing. Yeah, I don't know. It's close. Probably not a bad call.
I think it depends on the bounty size, to be honest.
Yeah. You don't have the bounty size here, do you?
I could probably find it.
Would you?
Uh,
I mean, the thing is, he's not really jamming worse, so you're just running your equity with the hand.
give me the, tournament ID and I'll give it to you.
The ID is 33, 64, 111, 776.
This might be a situation where you run ace 10 suited and king 10 suited, but full jack 10 and queen 10 because he's jamming jack 10 and queen 10 suited. that king ten dominates, but
So
like he's not
he,
jamming like jack nine suited.
this is very deep, by the way. This guy had $100 on his head. But I've also got 5 million in chips at this point, so this is final 2 or 3 tables.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna give you the, tournament though. I'm sending it in your DMs.
Yeah.
Or the hand.
on Discord or where?
It's in your DM.
Okay, so. Another gun has 880.
Yep, he's got a mount.
This guy has 240.
Yep.
This guy has 6. One K 80.
Okay, that's why I was calling that hand earlier, Nick. That guy's got 1,000, he's got $500 on his head.
We got 320. So 660.
Colin, which hand? The 5-6-0?
No, 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 the, king four. That guy's got over 500.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's got 540 on his head.
220 and
Ah,
even one.
we need to
Yeah,
hurry up
this
and
is,
finish. I'm supposed to go check out.
yeah, you're gonna check it out of your thing, yeah. Yeah, this is final like couple tables for sure. Maybe not final, it's not final 2, but definitely final 3 to 4. Yeah, that seems good. I would make it closer to 27.
Man, I can't wait to be on vacation next week.
I bet.
Oh, you're gonna lose so much money. It's gonna be fun.
Oh my god, I can't wait. I've been withdrawing from the ATMs and just like marking it to 0 in my head, you know?
You can't lose the bankroll if you don't take it out of your bankroll. Pro strats.
What?
Steal it? Or
No, just take it from your bank account. And it's not your bankroll.
is that not part of the bankroll?
No, it's separate.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not real
Okay.
money. Or once you switch it over, it's not real money anymore.
Hmm. This one neat trick.
That's $2 for the jar.
Tapu tiko poko.
Eat short, dig, go.
$3
For what?
for the jar.
Oh,
What, the square jar?
I said a bad word earlier too. I owe $1.
God damn it.
I'll drop my cash out. No worries.
bleep.
Mother.
Overbet.
Mother over bet. Alright. I guess I gotta get it.
Hold. 84%.
Easy call, Jack ten suited.
Easy call. Look at that. It's not even close. What kind of
Bad.
jam range did you give, bro?
Bro, only 15%. Quite realistic.
Which ones is he jamming there, though? Let's see. Did you put all those as jams?
No.
Basically.
No, not aces.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Sure. I nit folded. I agree.
What jam range did you give bro? Bro is jamming 15%.
Oh,
Bro, no.
Bro.
It was just funny to hear Louis respond with that.
you would probably kill him and now he's gonna come back to hunt you. Watch.
Help, bro. I'm stuck. I'm still in the negative.
I'm not sure about this one.
What did I
Fold.
do? Oh,
Okay.
no, dude, that's the guy with 550 bucks on his head or whatever.
Oh,
It's like,
$500, happy days. Oh my goodness, so close.
I agree, though. Like, I would be folding tight there, and I'm not going pursuing that aggressively versus others, but I don't know. 550?
Is this a better jam or a better open?
I think I'm gonna open and fold this combo, and I would be jamming more of the suity ones here.
Need to fold. Oh, we're gonna call.
Yeah, calling that.
Oh my god, seriously?
It hurts. It hurts.
This final table?
Final two tables perhaps.
Got him again. Let's go.
But this is FT.
No, there's no rollback. This is like final two tables or final, I don't, this is probably final two.
I think you're lying to me.
Am I?
Okay, so what's going on here? You go all in, I7, okay, fine. Oh, Jack ten, wild hunter.
He's hungry.
What are you gonna do here?
Jam,
Oh,
probably. Or
yeah.
three bet, maybe call, jam,
I don't think it's a good jam.
maybe not.
Yeah, it should be a call, I think.
You have an eight, you block the bottom of his button open. You're ahead of this guy, ahead of this guy, ahead of this guy.
So, I mean, he's got a mountain of chips is my thing, a mountain of chips. So he's opening extremely wide here. And, if we are gonna raise, you're gonna wanna like, I would guess be pretty polar. I don't know how many non all in sizings we're actually using here is kind of what I'm getting at versus this guy.
Okay,
Maybe it is a bit, on the aggressive.
No, I
side.
agree. You don't prank too much in this spot. Like covered massively in a PKO.
I'm covered like
Um,
4x is my problem.
Yeah. But I think you wanna you wanna jam a little more.
It's not
For
final table.
25, I think it's like just not quite good enough when you get called.
Is it final table? I don't think it's final table. Is it final table?
yes,
Okay,
Are we FT now?
yes.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like this, I guess, would be the closest representation.
He not never,
Yeah,
Ooh, alright, it's in the region though.
Yeah. A7 versus A8, it's kinda whatever, but like the theory here is kind of what applies. It's kinda what I was saying, like, because we're covered by so much, you're not really doing a ton of pranking. It's like, if you're gonna raise, you should be jamming some.
Okay, yeah. But the eight, yeah, against button, not great.
Kill me. I'm dead.
Alright, do you ever fold?
Oh, man, dude, this was a tough one. I don't remember. I think I folded this. I was thinking about folding it.
You're not gonna fold.
I was thinking about folding it, but then I said like, this guy has got so many chips, he's just abusing everyone, so I jammed. I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a tough spot.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that close. Like, what are we doing with nines though is the question. Yeah, dude, this guy's messing about.
Huh, ace four.
Oh, this is the last hand.
Oh,
Why do we want to fold
no.
exactly?
Why do you wanna fold?
Yeah, I think that.
Well, there's ICM implications here. I mean, I'm the shortest stack, so it's not gonna, I don't have that much to lose, but let's say you had something more like 40 big blinds. How are you handling the spot then?
Then we fold because we are on 40.
Right, okay, so that's kind of what I'm, so I mean, we're on the same page with that kind of a consideration. But like, I mean, this exact spot, I've got no reason to fold this.
Then he calls, gets a four. Oh no, another four. Jack, 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 jack.
This
Nothing.
guy was, running hot fire, by the way. Like I think he dispatched half of this final table.
And one entire tournament?
Yeah, he had to have. He just had all the chips. There's no way this guy didn't win. Actually, I can check if he won.
That's how it goes. You have all the chips and you somehow lose.
Well, very nice game. Overall, nice little 8 hour of poker. Well, we're rewarded. Think you played great. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Thanks a
Thank
lot
you.
for sharing. Thanks for putting yourself out there. Wanna thank,
Well played. Good effort.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that guy actually got third, by the way.
oh, my-
Yeah.
wow, amazing. Alright, well, thanks a lot for joining, everybody. And see you guys on the Discord.
Cheers.
Cheers.